Hello, my friends. If you're over 60 and feeling like your energy just isn't what it used to be, maybe your digestion is slower or your joints feel a little stiffer than before, you're not alone. But what if I told you that something as simple as the way you eat cucumbers could help? After working with seniors for over 35 years, I've seen firsthand how small changes in how we pair our foods can bring real improvements to how we feel each day. In this video, I'll show you the best and worst ways to enjoy cucumbers, combinations that can either support your energy, digestion, and heart, or silently work against them. If this sounds helpful, I'd love for you to like this video, subscribe to Nutrition for Seniors, and tap the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Now let's start with one common mistake I see far too often and what you can do instead. 1. Let me tell you a story. A while ago, I had a wonderful patient named Richard. He was 72, full of life, and took pride in eating clean. Every day for lunch, like clockwork, he'd have a crisp salad made with raw cucumbers and carrots. "It's fresh, doctor," he told me, "and it just feels right." And yet, he kept getting sick. Nothing major, but every cold, every seasonal bug, it always found its way to him. He couldn't understand why. What Richard didn't know, and what many people don't, is that this seemingly innocent salad was actually weakening his immune system. Here's why. Raw carrots contain an enzyme called ascorbic acid oxidase. The name might sound technical, but its action is simple and unfortunately quite harmful. It destroys vitamin C in any food it touches. Now, cucumbers, though not very high in vitamin C, do contain enough to make a difference, especially when consumed consistently. But when raw cucumbers and raw carrots are eaten together, the enzyme in the carrot cancels out the vitamin C in the cucumber. You lose the immune-boosting power without even realizing it. And that's not just a small detail. Vitamin C is critical, especially as we age. It supports your white blood cells, your body's first line of defense against viruses and infections. It also aids wound healing, keeps your skin supple, and acts as a powerful antioxidant. In older adults, low levels of vitamin C can lead to slower recovery, increased inflammation, and more frequent illness. And here's the thing, as we grow older, our bodies don't store vitamin C as efficiently. So we depend more on getting it regularly from food. That's why this cucumber-carrot combination, while colorful and crunchy, could actually be draining your defenses, not strengthening them. But here's the good news. You don't need to give up either food. You just need to prepare them the right way. Option 1, lightly steam your carrots. Heating deactivates the harmful enzyme, making it safe to eat them with cucumbers, while still preserving most of their nutrients. Option 2, add a splash of lemon juice to your salad. The natural acidity in lemon helps neutralize the enzyme, protecting your vitamin C and enhancing flavor too. Richard tried both. Some days he steamed his carrots, other days he just dressed his salad with lemon and olive oil. After a few weeks, he noticed fewer colds, more energy, and better digestion. It's a small change, but a powerful one. And sometimes those are the changes that make the biggest difference. 2. Let's talk about mornings. I once worked with a lovely woman named Sarah, 77 years old, retired school teacher, sharp as a tack. She cared deeply about her health and started every day with what she believed was the perfect breakfast. A green smoothie made with cucumbers, bananas, and a little Greek yogurt. "It makes me feel like I'm doing something good for my body," she said. But over time, Sarah started feeling off. She was lightheaded in the mornings. Sometimes her heart felt like it skipped a beat, and she was more tired than usual, even after a full night's sleep. We ran a few tests, and the result? Her potassium levels were too high, dangerously high. She didn't know how that could have happened. She wasn't eating junk food, wasn't overdoing supplements. But the culprit? That seemingly healthy smoothie. Here's the science. Both bananas and cucumbers are naturally high in potassium. Now, don't get me wrong. Potassium is essential. It supports heart rhythm, nerve signals, and muscle function. But as we age, especially past 65, our kidneys become less efficient at filtering excess potassium. That means it builds up more easily in the bloodstream, especially if you're eating multiple potassium-rich foods together, like cucumber and banana. And even more so if you're on blood pressure or heart medications, which can further slow potassium excretion. And when potassium levels get too high, Symptoms can include irregular heartbeat, muscle weakness, fatigue, nausea. In severe cases, heart complications. For people with kidney issues or those taking medications like ACE inhibitors, potassium-sparing diuretics, or beta blockers, this combo can quietly become dangerous over time. So what should you do? You don't have to give up cucumbers or bananas. You just need to space them out. Enjoy your banana in the morning? Great. Have your cucumber as an afternoon snack or in your dinner salad. Want a smoothie? Choose either banana or cucumber, not both in one blend. Try pairing cucumber with apple or pear instead. We'll get to those soon. Sarah made one simple switch. She started alternating her smoothies. Banana one day, cucumber the next. Within 2 weeks, her energy came back, her heart rhythm normalized, and she felt like herself again. Remember, even the healthiest foods can become problematic when timing and balance are off. So if you've ever felt dizzy or tired without a clear reason, take a closer look at your potassium sources. Your kidneys and your heart will thank you. 3, let's talk about something I know many of us secretly love. Pickles. There's something nostalgic about that tangy crunch. For some, it reminds them of their mother's kitchen. For others, it's just a satisfying snack to enjoy with a sandwich or a few crackers. I get it. I really do. But here's the truth most people don't realize, especially as we age. Pickles and salty foods don't play well together, especially not with an aging heart. Take my patient Jack, for example. Jack was 81 and full of charm, loved his crossword puzzles and his afternoon pickle and cracker snack. He wasn't adding salt to his meals, never touched chips, and thought he was doing just fine. But his blood pressure told a different story. It was sky high despite being on medication. When we looked closely at his diet, the issue became clear. He was combining pickled cucumbers, already packed with sodium, with salty foods like crackers, deli meats, and cheese. Even though he wasn't adding salt, he was unknowingly overloading his system with sodium every single day. And for seniors, that's no small matter. As we age, our blood vessels become less elastic, our kidneys filter less efficiently, and our sensitivity to sodium increases. Excess salt can lead to high blood pressure, swelling in the legs, fluid retention, increased risk of stroke and heart failure, and it often creeps in silently. No obvious symptoms until something serious happens. The biggest surprise? Most of the sodium we consume doesn't come from a salt shaker. It comes from hidden sources: pickled foods, processed meats, canned goods, crackers, sauces, even healthy-looking snacks. So what's the solution? Do you have to give up pickles forever? Absolutely not. Here's how to enjoy them without hurting your heart. Make your own low-sodium pickles at home. Use apple cider vinegar or vinegar, fresh herbs like dill and garlic, and just a pinch of salt. Or even try salt-free recipes. You'd be surprised how flavorful they can be. Pair pickles with low-sodium foods. Instead of eating them with chips or processed meats, try them alongside fresh veggies, boiled eggs, or plain rice crackers. Drink extra water when eating salty foods. This helps your kidneys flush out excess sodium more efficiently. Jack started making his own pickles using less salt and began pairing them with lighter snacks. Within a month, his blood pressure readings improved and he felt more in control of his health without giving up the foods he loved. You don't have to live without flavor. You just need to live with a little more awareness. Best combo number 1, cucumbers plus pears. The gentle digestive reset. Margaret was 83, sweet, sharp-minded, and always looking for natural ways to improve her health. But she had one frustrating problem: chronic constipation. She had tried everything from prune juice to fiber supplements, but nothing worked consistently, and the discomfort was starting to affect her mood and appetite. So we tried something simple: half a pear and a few slices of cucumber every afternoon. Within 2 weeks, Margaret was regular for the first time in years. No pills, no powders, just real food. Here's why it worked so well. Cucumbers contain insoluble fiber, the type of fiber that adds bulk and helps move things along. Pears are rich in soluble fiber, which softens stool and makes it easier to pass. When eaten together, this duo creates a beautiful fiber harmony. It's gentle on the digestive system, supports bowel regularity, and can reduce the need for harsh laxatives or medications. Easy ways to enjoy this combo. Snack. Dice half a pear and half a cucumber. Drizzle with honey and lemon. Smoothie. Blend pear, cucumber, and a splash of almond milk. Salad. Toss with walnuts and a light vinaigrette. If your digestion has felt sluggish or uncomfortable lately, this could be the easiest and most delicious solution you've been missing. Best combo number 2, cucumbers paw apples, a heart-healthy power pair. Patricia, age 79, had been managing high blood pressure and cholesterol for over a decade. She was doing all the right things, taking her medication, watching her diet, but she wanted something more natural to support her heart. We added 1 small green apple and half a cucumber to her daily routine. 3 months later, her cholesterol dropped by 10% and her blood pressure stabilized better than it had in years. Here's why this combo is so powerful. Cucumbers are high in potassium, which relaxes blood vessels and naturally lowers blood pressure. Apples, especially green ones, are packed with pectin, a fiber that helps reduce bad cholesterol. Together, they help protect your arteries, improve circulation, and support a healthier heart. Try this combo. Morning snack. Sliced green apple plus cucumber with cinnamon and a cup of herbal tea. Smoothie. Blend green apple, cucumber, and a handful of spinach with water. Side salad. Chop both and toss with lemon juice and olive oil. Simple, refreshing, and your heart will thank you. Best combo number 3, cucumbers plus apple cider vinegar, a nutrient-boosting duo. Helen, 85, was doing everything right, eating clean, getting rest, but still felt drained most days. Her digestion was sluggish and her energy low. So we added one tiny habit, cucumber slices with a splash of apple cider vinegar at lunch. In just a few weeks, Helen felt a big shift. More energy, less bloating, sharper focus. Here's what's happening inside the body. Apple cider vinegar, ACV, contains natural acids and enzymes that support digestion and improve nutrient absorption. Combined with hydrating, alkaline cucumbers, it helps your body break down food more efficiently and get more from every bite. Ways to enjoy it. Quick salad, thinly sliced cucumbers, 1 part ACV to 3 parts water plus herbs. Detox drink, a few cucumber slices plus 1 OSB ACV in water. Sip slowly. Side dish, cucumbers, ACV, dill, olive oil, light and tangy. Important, if you have acid reflux or sensitivity, start with just a few drops of vinegar, always diluted. This combination helps you get more nutrients from the food you already eat. No pills required. Let's take a moment to reflect. We've talked about cucumbers, such a simple, humble food, and yet when paired thoughtfully, it becomes a quiet powerhouse for senior health. Paired with pears, it gently supports digestion. Paired with apples, it protects your heart. Paired with a little apple cider vinegar, it helps your body absorb more nutrients. And when combined the wrong way, like with raw carrots, bananas, or salty foods, it can work against your well-being without you even realizing it. But the message here isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet. You don't need to chase fads or expensive superfoods. All it takes is one small, thoughtful change at a time. So maybe tomorrow you add a few cucumber slices to your lunch, or swap out your usual snack for something a little gentler on your heart. That's where it starts. Your body is still listening, it's still responding, and it's never too late to give it what it needs. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to feel strong, clear, and alive at every age. If this video made you think differently about something as simple as a cucumber, imagine what else we can discover together. Leave a comment below and let me know. Which of these tips will you try first? I read every comment and I'd love to hear your story. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I share simple, natural, and science-backed tips every week, all designed to help you stay energized, independent, and thriving well into your golden years. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being present and proactive. And every little step you take matters. I'm so glad you're here. See you in the next one.